we have to confirm that the user that's deleting is actually authorized to delete the post. Otherwise, somebody can simply put the URL there and actually delete your own posts. So to make sure that the one deleting is actually the owner, what we can do, let me go to the database here. What we can do is to compare to see if the user ID, because we actually added the user ID in here to save whoever created the post. So we can simply compare if the user ID in the post is exactly the same as the user ID in the session. Okay, so let's do that now. All right. So now I don't remember the session variable here, so I'm going to go to class, the class that logs people in, which is I'm not sure, it's user, I think. It must have that session variable. Or what I could do is simply go to the logout page, since the logout is what removes the variable. So logout, and oh, sorry, this is the login page. I meant logout. Oh, there we go. So this is the variable that we are looking for. So we'll compare the user ID, this one. If this one is the same as what's in the post, then it means whoever is browsing at that time is actually the owner of that post. So let me copy this, close the logout page, and then let's go to the post.php class in here where we wrote the delete post. So right here, right off the bat, we must make the comparison. Okay, now instead of bringing we know that this session is a global variable, meaning that we can access it directly in here, but this is not a good idea, because if I were to move this code to some other project, it's not going to work very well because I'm using session variables, global variables in there. So instead of doing this, we must pass the global variable as well at the end there. So I'm going to put a comma and put that variable at the end as well. So we have post ID, and now we're not going to call it session because there's no need to call it that. We're just going to give it we're going to remove this part and just call it my book user ID, just like that. I think that should suffice, right? So we must make a comparison here. Okay, so copy. Actually, instead of doing it here, let's do something else. We're not even supposed to entertain the idea of deleting, so we're going to refuse right up here. Okay, on the delete.php page, what we want is when the user clicks delete post, like here, and then it turns out they have no access, right here it should show them an error that you do not have access to delete this file. Okay, so in order to do that, let's check right here and create an error if something is wrong. So this is in the delete.php page, so I'm going to come here, if not there. So we're checking if this is empty, we send an error, or else, meaning if it's not empty, meaning it returns some result, we're going to compare if the row user ID is not equal to the session user ID, which is right here. So let me copy that session right there and put it right there. So now if we have this situation, we are going to write an error message and put it right here and say you do not have access, or we can just say access denied. You can't delete this file, exclamation point. Okay, so let's try something like that. Now in order to try something like so, we need to have other people's posts, which we don't. So let me log out and log in as somebody else. Okay, so let me go to my users to to make sure that I know my email addresses. So there's an email address for this girl right here. The password is encrypted, of course, but I think it's 1234. So 1234. And there we go, we are logged in as somebody else. So this is a test post for Mary, something like so. Test, and let's post. Okay, so Mary has a post. Awesome. So let me go to this one here. And as you can see, I can see the edit and delete buttons, which we are going to deal with in the next video. But let's say I click on delete for some reason. So it's going to say access denied, you can't delete this file. Oh, but the problem is it's asking me if I want to delete it anyway. So the issue here is this. Let me go down here in delete.php. What we need to do is put an if, or if there's an error of any sort, right? We shouldn't load any of this. Okay? Even the delete button right there. So what we should do to make sure of that is to put an else statement between these two. So I'm going to say else. If this works, this doesn't. However, we still have our delete button right there at the end, which is not cool, even though it won't do anything per se, or it might because it has this. So we have to include all this. Let me copy this and bring it inside there to make sure that it too doesn't show. Now, since we can simply have an echo here, we don't need to echo this out like that. So what I need to do is remove the PHP echo here and the closing tags there. And then what I'll do is remove these like so. And then I'm going to replace these double quotes with single quotes, because I want to use the double quotes outside the string. So I'll delete and like that. Okay, so I have single quotes now. Now outside here I'm going to say echo with double quotes. Now the reason I use double quotes is because once you use double quotes, it's going to evaluate every variable inside those quotes, like this one. If I had used the single quote outside, it will not give me the contents of this variable, but it will just give me the string itself like this. The value will be equal to what you're seeing right now, which is not what I want. I want the value contained inside there. So yeah, if you didn't get that, no problem. Just use double quotes and you'll see your life will become easier, like so. So let's go. Access denied, you can't delete this file. So let's go back here. Okay, there we go. All right, so that's one more security feature to look out for. And the next video, we're going to see how to switch these off if you do not have access to actually delete any of this. So I'll see you in the next video.